He sits on the Homeland Security Committee. Senator, it's great to have you on the show. I'm sorry it is under these conditions, but it's great to have you back. Let's start with where the Democrats plan to take this fight and to what extent they are willing to go to fight this. You've outright said that you will not be voting for lawless violence. What changes, what restrictions will you need to see in this bill specifically in order for it to get your vote?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, look, the first thing I'll just say is all of us are united in outrage over the point-blank killing of an American citizen, of someone on our streets, in our communities. You know, I was listening to you all talking to the neighbor of Alex Pretty, and I'm heartbroken, and just, you know, it's just been really tough hearing from so many of my own constituents about how scared they are, about how worried they are in this moment. And I really can't say, we can't understate just how shocking of a moment this is, which is absolutely why Congress needs to act. You know, and I've just seen time and time again where the Republicans just continue to fail to stand up. And I've often said it's like we have, you know, we don't have three functioning branches of government anymore. And unfortunately, we just continue to see the Republican leadership continue to just bow down and do whatever Trump wants them to do. And this needs to be a point where we say enough and stop that. So look, immediately what we can do is say, we're not going to vote on this as a package. We should pull out the DHS part of the appropriations, have an independent vote on this, be able to have a public discussion about this. It's the same thing that the House did. The House had independent votes on these different pieces of appropriations, and we should in the Senate too.
Senator, one sticking point about all of this is that even if the Senate does not move forward with this DHS bill and basically forces a partial shutdown, the one big beautiful bill that passed last year gave ICE $75 billion, some $30 billion, I believe, for ICE personnel alone. That means, by my count, they could run ICE at double capacity for all 3 of Trump's remaining years, even if the rest of the government was shut down. So I guess my question for you is, what will this actually achieve if you hold DHS funding hostage, if ICE can continue to operate, CBP can continue to operate, but the other parts of DHS, like FEMA and like TSA, would not have funding?
I'm really glad you raised this, because it's important for the American people to be reminded of just how devastating that reconciliation bill was. You pointed out the money towards ICE, but again, the killing of Alex Pretty reminds us that it's not just about ICE, CBP, it's about DHS as a whole, and it's frankly about this administration as a whole, whether or not it's DOJ, and we see Bondi continuing to move forward with the lawlessness there. Basically a full-on cover-up that this administration is doing about the killing of Alex Pretty, and that's something that the people are demanding independent investigation, demanding that ICE and CBP and DHS agents get out of Minnesota. But you're right, this is something where not only did they fund this through the reconciliation bill, but to remind the American people, this came out of your wallet. This came out of your health care. This was a direct transfer of funds from the Affordable Care Act and People's Health Care to funding this lawlessness and the killing of American citizens. So look, it has to just continuously lay at the feet of the Republicans and Trump. We will push and continue to engage in the same way that we shine the light on the taking away the health care through the Affordable Care Act. We will continue to shine a light on this and press. And I will tell you, Republicans that I'm talking to are calling for independent investigations here. It's starting to break through. I'm hearing from constituents, not just Democrats, but independents and Republicans that are just saying, like, look, this is not what we want to see in our streets. And these streets that we see in Minnesota, they look a lot like our streets here in New Jersey, and we don't want this here. So look, we have to fight, and we have to keep pushing hard. And look, we have, certainly the Republicans have the power with the gavels, but that should not stop us from fighting and doing everything we can to have accountability against this lawlessness.
Senator, I'm really heartened to hear that the dam is breaking and that Americans and your fellow senators, independent and Republican, they see the video footage, they know that DHS is lying, and we need to have accountability. So you sit on Homeland Security. How do you see this playing out if DHS is responsible for their own investigation into the killing of Alex Preddy when they have absolutely no credibility and their official narrative has collapsed?
Yeah, zero credibility that DHS has. And again, look, zero credibility that the Department of Justice has right now. We've seen how DOJ has been weaponized against the American people. You know, Bondi has just, clearly pledged complete fealty to Donald Trump and has hollowed out that organization as well. And look, I think this is an incredibly important reason why we need to continue to lift up our states, continue to lift up our state and local law enforcement. Many of them in Minnesota and across this country have said that this is not how law enforcement works. This is not how we should be engaged with our communities, and we need to empower them. We need to show the American people that's what we're asking for. We're asking for federal agents to be held to the same account as local law enforcement, as cops in our own communities. And that's the kind of clarity I think we need to be hitting home. We're not asking for special treatment. We're asking for the sense of accountability that I think every single one of us, hopefully, regardless where you are in the political spectrum, say when an American citizen is brutally killed at point blank range in the way that we witnessed. I as hard as that video is to watch, and it was brutal, tough to watch, every American adult needs to see this video. And I've heard from Republicans, they haven't seen it yet. I'm like, you gotta watch it. Like, don't blind yourself to this. Don't hide yourself from the horrors and the terror that is happening right now in our streets. So please, everybody, this is a moment where we can break through. This is a moment where we need to make sure that there is a national focus on this, and we cannot let it up. We cannot let this fade in just a couple hours or a couple days. This is something that's right before our eyes.
Senator, you mentioned Attorney General Bondi a moment ago, and as I'm sure you know, she sent a letter to Governor Walz that has a list of things that she's basically willing to do some kind of political trade for in order to remove ICE and CBP from the state. The thing that's alarmed many people is that one of those things is a request for access to all the voter rolls there. So I guess my question for you is, what is this really about? And if it is about elections, as some people have warned and worried, that all of this may be a preparation of some sort for what's to come with the midterms, what are Democrats going to say to the American people in this moment? If those are the stakes here.
Yeah, and it's not just about elections here. It's about total control. It's that this administration, since day one on January 20th last year, was all about domination. And it's just about complete and utter control. We see it in terms of how they are treating members of Congress. I mean, I often say that, that Speaker Johnson, I call him Secretary Johnson because he acts more like a cabinet official in the Trump administration rather than a leader of a separate branch of government. Pete Hegseth just, yesterday tweeted out that he said ICE is greater than Minnesota, said that, this is just over and over again that we're seeing. So yes, look, we need to make sure we're taking all steps. We should have no, we should have no limitation on what we think could potentially happen as we're leading into the midterms. We just had elections here in New Jersey just this past November. We need to be geared up across this country to make sure we're stepping up. We took extraordinary precautions here and efforts to be able to prepare ourselves, prevent that potential challenges to the elections and other things of that nature. We do need a nationwide effort, and a number of us are pushing for that. We already have a number of things in motion, but we need to make sure that we're executing that because we see this administration, the length to which they're literally trying to cheat by changing redistricting and gerrymandering this in the middle of the decade. I mean, it's absolutely just showing how the lengths that they will go to try to bend this democracy towards them in a way that absolutely is at the detriment of the American people.
Senator Andy Kim, thank you so much this evening. I will point out that Pete Hegseth, when he said that ICE is better than Minnesota, was born in Minnesota. So I guess we're learning who everybody's loyalty is lying for. But thank you again, Senator, for your time.
Thank you.
Up next,